It's your girl, Sunshine. It's Friday. Hip Hop Friday, y'all. Woo! It's Friday. Hey, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. So, with hip hop being 50 years, with hip hop, hello, hello, hello. With hip hop being 50 years, I am having no other. Hello, hello. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. No other than a pioneer. But I need to wait for him to come in so we can go ahead and chop it up. How's everybody doing? Just to let you know, if you have not done so yet, go to YouTube, subscribe to Celebrating Life with Sunshine. Subscribe, okay? So, let's go ahead. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great now that I got you here. I was telling them hip hop 50 years, and I have an OG. I have a pioneer coming on tonight. Yeah.
Yes.
So introduce yourself to the audience, to some who may not know you, but should know you, but you know.
Everybody knows. I'm EK Mike Cee. I'm from the legendary Crash Crew. We celebrating 50 years of hip hop. Actually, I've been in the game for quite a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. I guess I'm going to have to pull it out of you. Let's go. Tell them your credentials. Like, no, you've been in the game, but let's talk about it. How did you guys set up the name? How did you decide the name? Who decided to do what? Like, let's go. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's give them some education.
Let's bring it in. Yeah. Well, basically, we started back in 1977 with the Crash Crew. 2 years prior, I was a DJ for a disco club. And the guys from the neighborhood, we grew up in Lincoln Projects. And they decided they wanted to start a group. So they asked me if I wanted to participate with them. So I said, sure, why not? So I let my peoples know that I'm going to be intertwining with this new thing called hip hop at the time.
Motion detected at the front door main.
So I decided to, to get with the group. This is back in 77. This was the year of the blackout.
Okay.
Yeah. So from that point on, we decided to do routines, write routines, piece them together. But I wanted to do something different with the group. I said, let's add song and rap. Let's not just do rap. Let's bring this R&B stuff, or, because my family was into doing harmony. I had an Uncle Rich. He used to sing with a doo-wop group back in the days. So he has some ideas for me to merge some type of harmony along with the rap. So that's when we created High Power Rap. We created High Power Rap back in 1979.
Motion detected at the front door main.
And we had the routines together.
Okay.
Me and Reggie Reg was on the train, and I seen a poster, and it had something to do with March 3rd, Friday, March 3rd, something like that. So I said, Reg, that's a good start off. Friday the 3rd, we heard the word Mike and Dave was taking over the town.
Woo!
And then Reg added more lyrics to that, and we created a routine. And then the rest of the members added on to that as well, and everybody wrote the individual rhymes. And then at the end of the routines, I was saying I wanted to put a song at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote a song. It got booted down, and G-Man came with a song. So he pretty much got his song in there. So as long as there's a song in there, I said,
Okay. Now, somebody, Shoe Shine, what's up? Have you heard from E-Man? He was close back in the day. Does that ring anything? DJ Shoeshine?
Shoeshine. Magnificent Seven. M7. Yeah. They are there. It's a group from Harlem.
Okay.
Ray Vaughn, Johnny Ward, Ty Stick. It's a few of them. There's a few of them. They had some nice.
Okay. So now let's break it down even more. You guys did the collaboration, R&B, hip hop. Now, when you first started, did people feel it right away or did they have to get used to it? What was the reception on the receiving?
It was new, just like I guess with this new stuff that's going on now, it wasn't accepted to a lot of people, especially with the radio stations. Radio, they didn't want to play hip hop, until Mr. Magic branched it out for most of the artists that made records, so eventually, gradually it became more popular and they had no choice but to play it on air,
Okay.
which was a good thing.
Now, you guys have conquered so much. From back then to now. What are your...
Back then, it was fun. We had a good time doing center parties, park parties, plugging into the lampposts, performing, watching the crowd reaction. When we did parties back then in the parks, we didn't have an outlet of like radio announcing Crash is going to be here or Crash is going to be. Everything was by word of mouth. And everybody from every different neighborhoods came through to watch us perform. You had guys in the beginning, they had guys like Dougie Fresh, you had Rob Bass, you had the Boogie Boys, So they all used to be out there in the parks with us, watching how we got down. And then eventually they formed their own groups and made it happen for them, So
with history, tell people what you do right now so we could bring in from the past to now so we could collab and bring it all together. Tell them what you do now.
What I do now, I run a production company called Mex Entertainment. And that entitles of doing photography, videography, I DJ, I do sound systems.
Yeah.
Huh?
Aren't you an owner?
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
bringing it on. They don't know. They need how we word of mouth out so people know who to contact, how to come on.
Yeah, pretty much. We do everything. We do weddings. I still participate with the group. As everyone knows that we are performing June 17th for the 50th anniversary of hip hop, which they're gonna have 50 artists on the card. So that's pretty much exciting.
Big. No.
Yeah.
Big. And
yes.
I shared it. I think I shared it yesterday and today. But that's big.
Yes.
Just name, if you don't want to do the 50, name some of them.
You got guys like Grandmaster Caz, you got the Treacherous 3, Fearless 4, Grandmaster Melly Mel, Scorpio, Pebbly Pool. Ooh, God, it's a lot.
Oh, gee, like, that's big.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah.
I gotta check my schedule to make sure the kids don't have anything that weekend because I'm beating. That's going to be. Is your company covering it, like the videoing and photography, or is since you're performing, how is that working? So that way people, if they can't make it, can they see it online, pay for it that way? Like, tell us.
Well, it's going to be taped. The venue also, they're going to, you know, who's doing the production of it, they're going to have it taped as well. Which my company is not involved in that, you know, because that's more detailed and, you know, but yeah, it's going to be videotaped, definitely.
Okay. Tell them
Yeah.
where.
It's going to be at Atlantic City, Boardwalk Hall, June 17th. Showtime is at 6, I believe, or 7, 6, about 6 or 7. You can get tickets online at the Boardwalk Hall website.
Okay.
You know, just like with the New Edition concert they had.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I was there for that one.
I was there the same night you was there.
Really?
Yeah,
I was linked up.
yeah. Anthony Jones told me you was there.
Yeah, Anthony was like, yo, cuz. I was
Yes.
like, really? Where? I'm at seat such and such.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was trying to get backstage. I couldn't. They wasn't having it. I was like, okay. Now, how were you able to get all 50 of y'all? All 50. Like, he didn't even name all of them, you guys. It's on the poster. How did you get, and there's Cuzzo now. Hey, Anthony. Thank you for the link. Because Anthony was like, I'm going to get you him. That's my brother-in-law. I'm going to get you. I was like,
Yeah.
now, I know you're still affiliated with all of these artists. So,
Yeah.
how did you come up with 50? Like, I know you couldn't do more because it's an inside venue, and I've seen, you know. So, how did you decide who to bring, and how did you mesh this all together? Like, this is going to be huge. This is huge right here.
Yes. Well, we did a collaboration with Grandmaster Caz, 50 MCs on a record, and that's pretty hot as well. I'm not sure if they're gonna branch it out that day on the 17th as well. From what I understand, I heard they was, but so we'll see what happened with that. So you have 50 artists on there. 3 members of my group is participating: Reggie Reg and G-Man and Shubi, La Shubi. Everybody's on except for Barry Bistro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Reggie. He's in the chats. Thank you for tuning in.
Oh, Reggie Reg, yeah, he's there.
Yeah. So, I don't know if people really know how big, and I'm sorry, I'm stuck on this because this is huge. No, I grew up listening to your music because of my dad, God rest his soul, and others, and Melly Mel, and just, yo, there's just so many on there, and just, that's going to be epic. I don't think people know how this is far when they didn't play it on. What is
Wait a minute, your voice cut out.
oh, can you hear? Everybody can hear us?
Okay, now I can hear you. Good.
I think it was the sirens. This, I don't think people understand how serious. Can you hear me now, Anthony? Okay, you can hear me now.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Oh, this is huge. You guys are making another history. Like, you made history coming up. Now this 2023 is about to be epic. This
Yeah.
is history. Like it's going down as another history moment for hip hop. You guys should be so proud of yourselves.
Yeah, we are. We are. We are.
Now, who thought of this idea? Like, how did this come about to get everybody on?
Well, the promoters that put it together, they pretty much came up with the idea of it. You know,
Okay.
I didn't think it was gonna happen. 50 artists from back in the days. You know, but they made it happen. You know, we sat down at the table with them and made our little negotiations and made it happen. So,
So, so now with this, what's next?
well, right now we're working on a documentary for the group. Uh, yeah, we started it last year,
Okay.
and we still putting bits and pieces together. And then hopefully it could turn into a movie. You know, a lot of people don't understand. From the beginning of hip hop, especially in Harlem, you know, Mike and Dave played a big part of the hip hop game with a lot of artists that came about. Like Jekyll and Hyde. You had the M7. You had DJ AJ. Um, a lot of groups they booked for certain parties. You had Salt and Pepper. Just to name a few. You know, even
Just
with
to name.
even with Bismarck,
Yeah, God rest Biz. I was gonna have him. Bilal had it set up to where I was gonna have Biz on the show to talk with him, but his health took a turn for the worse, and so unfortunately I wasn't able to. But we did want to say a memorial for him. It was like 5 hours, and people would hop on, hop off, so other parties could come on and do a special memory of him. So, oh,
yeah, I spoke with Biz. He called me up. I was at Red Rooster, and he said, "Stay there. I want to chat with you." So he came to pick me up. He sat in front of my building for about 2 hours. He was just chopping it up. And then the following week, we supposed to did an interview. Well, we did an interview with I think it was Jay Quan, and Biz was going to come on with us. Because Biz knows a lot of history. You know, and
it,
he's
it's part
very
of the history.
yeah, yeah, yeah. First time when I met Biz, he asked me how can he get put on. So I told him, I said, next time we play out in Long Island, I believe it was Shirley Arena. I said, come through and I'll connect you with Mike and Dave. So he came through, he met with Mike and Dave. Next thing you know, he was skyrocketing. He made it happen, you know. And that's one thing he never forgot when I introduced him to Mike and Dave. That's how he got his start. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. See, you have stories, you have history with you that needs to be on a documentary.
Yes.
Like, nobody knew that unless, he's gone. So the legacies of people that have gone, it needs to be told. It needs to be documented. So that way we could keep educating people, these young generations, on how hip hop came about and who's still here, who's still doing it, and things to that nature.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
So with the industry, with everything going on, and now this epic event, it's going to go further. Are you willing to stay on? Like if they do more, if they start doing a tour?
Well, if they do a tour, it would have to be worth doing it for one. You know, a lot of other members, they still working, making things happen. The industry now is a little different, you know, from back in the days. Like I said, back in the days, we did it for fun. You know, we had a good time doing it, making music, creating ideas, and then it became commercial, and everything became different. You know, our first record we did, we made more money with Mike and Dave than we ever did with Sugar Hill.
Mm,
Yeah.
really?
Yes.
Wow.
And that was a lesson learned when we signed with Sugar Hill. It was like, wow, we should have just stayed doing what we was doing, you know, being independent. I believe we was the first rap group to create their own label and do our own distribution. We sold records out of the back of the trunk of a car in
Listen,
Long Island,
you like,
the spots. Yes.
so, so just so the viewers know, so if you had a chance to do it all over again, you would still do it by yourself and not sign with anyone, correct?
Right. Right.
I,
Especially with the big labels, because for every artist that I've known, I'm talking about artists that made it, that you would think had millions of dollars. Everybody had the same story. You're getting pennies on a peanut, you know, getting peanuts, you know, 2 cents, 3 cents on the dollar. And here they sell millions of records.
mm,
Not worth it.
now, with the industry changing as severe as it has, because it's like people doing it themselves, you could do DistroKid, you could do, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
With everything now, how it's like you got to know somebody to put your stuff on the radio or you got to pay a certain amount. What avenue are you guys taking?
Pretty much, I don't think we would take that avenue. You know, there's still a lot of red tape out there, you know. I put it this way. As we was going through the music business and finding out the truth of stuff that was going on, you always have to have a backup with yourself, you know. Definitely have a backup. You can't just depend on doing music. This music business is very shady.
Yeah.
You know, people dying over this music. They're getting killed over publishing. They're getting killed over the masters. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And it takes the joy out of it. You know, sad to say.
Yeah.
You know, so
So let's go ahead and go deeper. With you guys still doing that, the voice still, when you get on stage to doing it, do you guys have that joy like you did getting that passion?
pretty much, because we did a show last year with Kumo D, and it was an outdoor event, and you know, a lot of people came through, even though we only had a short time on stage. You know, we just performed one record basically. It was just a reaction of the crowd, you know, because a lot of people, you know, they haven't heard us in a while, and that's because a lot of these promoters, they want you to perform, but they don't want to pay you the money. You see, so that's another problem.
Let's
And if
talk that too.
you're not doing it yourself, promoting yourself, getting your own gigs. These promoters ain't paying you no money, you know, and that's the way it is.
So, do you guys have a manager? Who handles setting you guys up and getting it situated and making sure you get properly paid?
Well, we do our own management.
Okay.
So whatever deals we get, um, there's a couple of guys in the group. Well, there's a guy in the group. He's a lawyer, you know, so that cuts down on our lawyer fees. G-Man, he's a lawyer, you know. So everybody has a different role in the group. You know, they play a different part. You know,
Mm-hmm.
some guys go out looking for gigs for us to perform, and then bring it back to the table. And if it's something that's decent, we'll go with it. You know, but that's how we do. I mean, there's an ambulance going by. I tell you, Harlem is very noisy.
Love Harlem. Listen, like, how do you sleep? When I'm out in Harlem, I keep the windows open for summertime and just love it. I love Harlem. I miss the city. I do. So when I'm in the city, I just enjoy it. My kids be like, how you? Baby, I love the city. But it's good busy, you know?
Yeah.
So how people book you guys and get in touch with you guys if they want to go ahead and get y'all going, like booking?
Well, yeah, they usually connect with us either through Instagram or Facebook, or they could reach out through a number, you know, give them a production number that we have.
Oh,
Um,
so what's the name on Instagram?
It's Crash Crew Music LLC.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Facebook.
on Instagram. On Facebook, they can contact me directly. Michael Shaheed, you know, my government. You know, you're not hard to find.
Okay.
Yeah. Say it again.
Do you guys have a website?
There's a website being worked on as we speak. Yeah. Yes. We're working on that as we speak.
Is it anything cooking that you could talk about, or you still waiting for some contracts to be signed before you could discuss it? Like, let's we want to know
Well,
what's coming.
actually, like I said, you know, we're working on a bio, and that's going to be big. It's going to be big.
Now, you said you guys started this last year.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Are you halfway done?
We're still in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Still in the middle. There's a lot to go on. It's a lot of stuff to go on, you know.
Oh.
So, I mean, you talking
Years.
from 77 to now, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said. Lots to be said, yes. Yeah.
Okay. A lot to be said. A little bit. What you're gonna touch on? Just like you gotta keep them guessing, but give them a little teaser and then say, "That's all I can do."
You want me to spoil the beans, right?
Not
well,
just a smidge it, just smidge it. You know how they always say back in the day, just smidge it.
Well, it's basically some of the stuff that we have put together was speaking of the terms of when we've all started. You know, when we used to do the Senate parties, and we really didn't make money back then either. You know, The money we made after doing parties, we went and got mackerel sandwiches, tuna fish sandwiches, and just enough to eat to get by.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, we didn't do it for money back then. We did it just for the joy and the fun of it. Back then we were like, some of us was maybe 14, 13 years old. I started in the music business when I was around 13, learning the ropes, you know, and it wasn't hip hop then for me. It was more like disco. So I was learning how to mix, going to the record pools, collecting records, sending back the response sheets on how that record did at the club, you know. I learned how to build a club, so it was a lot of stuff that I went through before I got with the group, and I took those skills and just made it happen. Repeat that one more time. There was an ambulance going by.
Oh, that's what would I career?
One more time. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. What would you say was the best highlight of the career, your career?
Performing. In Manhattan, they had a club called the Fun House.
Mm.
And they had Grandmaster Flash on the card, Master Dawn, I believe. Was it Master Dawn? I think it was Master Dawn, Lovebug Starsky. It was a few artists on the card. And we was the last to perform because I always have this thing, save the best for last. So the place was so packed that there was people outside that couldn't get in. You had like a couple of hundred people outside that couldn't get in this club. I told the crowd, I said, look at here, let's show the people outside how much fun we having in here tonight. So at the count of 3, I want you to make as much noise as you can. And they roared so loud that when I gave the DJ, our DJ Dial C, the cue to put on the record, you could not hear it. You could not hear the record.
Wow.
Yes. But stuff like that, was exciting, especially when we was out on the road performing, We thought we was like the Jacksons of hip hop. Between the Jacksons and the Temptations,
Okay.
And then back then, like between back then and today's hip hop, it's completely different, The way we did routines, our routines was broken up to each person saying certain lyrics in the routine, and it sounded like one person, so it's hard to catch on who's saying this part and who's saying that part, It was work we did. That was work. And stuff you don't see today,
We need to bring it back, and I'm happy y'all bringing it back. It needs to be. I love some of the hip hop now, and then I'm back in the day. That's just me. Some people are different, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they need teaching again because it went left field. That's me per se. Some other people feel that way as well, and it's not our age. I'm 46. It's just, I just like, come on, spit some bars. Like, what? Come on, what happened to R&B?
Yeah.
Yeah. And on the radio, stop playing the same repetitive song over and over and over again. You had to be good to be on the radio back in the day. Now, whoever was paying something, they could get on the radio. That's absurd.
And it's a big difference, like from back then into now, because back then, when your records was played on the radio, your records would last for months, years. Now you put a record out, it's a hit one week, maybe the second or third week, and after that, it's a whole different story.
Yeah. And then I'll be like, who was that?
Yeah.
I was like, anybody can get on if you just pay the right money, huh? I was like, next. My kids were like, Mom. I was like, yo, no, not in my car.
Yeah.
When y'all get your car, y'all want to play. But in my car, we play music. We call music spitball.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember back in the days we used to play slow jams. They don't do that no more. You know.
Our house we do.
You know, got the little red light going on.
Red light and then the green light. Yeah. You know the Jamaican light, when it's Jamaican music, then it'll be green. Red light for the slow, and then yeah. That's those parties. Those good basement house parties.
Sounds has changed.
Big time. Like, it's not even safe anymore to go to a house party. It's not safe anymore to go to parks. It's like you can't even go outside without something going on.
Yeah.
It's like dynamics. Everything is just, it's like doggy dog cutthroat, like you said. We have rappers dying at a young age. Yeah. Like, our pioneers are still here. If they're dying, it's because of their health or something. It's not over. Well, Biggie and Pop was different, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you got these guys dying at age 20, 21 years old. That's ridiculous, you know?
Yeah.
It's sad.
So we're happy you guys are coming back full force. Now, Anthony was like, we need to get you on Long Island. Are you guys Wine Dance Day?
I came out, I believe, for Wine Dance Day a couple of years ago, before all this pandemic thing was going on. Yeah, I came there.
I'll be there this Wine Dance Day.
Well, I'll be out there.
Okay.
For sure.
We can take pictures, get you in the magazine, because you know I'm with Blown Wolfer, so you know who is going in the Blown Wolfer, so I'm covering Wine Dance Day.
I'll definitely make it. I'll make it out.
I still didn't pick out the outfit for it, but you know. But Sunshine, but all y'all doing the little video clips, yeah, we gonna do a nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely make it.
Okay.
God will.
Well, anything else you want to tell their fans? Because you got a lot of fans in here.
Well, I appreciate all the fans, you know, for those that stuck with us throughout the years. Much appreciated, you know.
So, anything else set up for where you're going?
Not as of yet. But like I said, we're still working on this documentary. So, you know, most of the guys are spread out. You know, you live in Virginia, DC, Jersey, you know, so everybody's pretty much spread out. But we stay in contact and chop it up every now and then.
Okay. But so we have the 50th.
Yes.
Big, like epic coming up. And then some more events coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't say no more, right? You can't. And the documentary, but we're not sure when it'll be finished. Nothing else.
But it's gonna be worth the wait. Trust me. It's definitely gonna be worth the wait.
You guys can find them on Facebook. You can find them on Instagram. The website's not set up yet.
Yeah.
But again, this epic 50th hip hop event is going to be taking place in Newark, New Jersey, June 17th, right?
June 17th.
June 17th. The flyer's up on my page. The flyer is up. We are running it. I'll keep posting it here and there to remind y'all, get your tickets. And inside the event, it's huge.
Yes.
When I was I was like,
Atlantic
Is
City,
that
Atlantic
right?
City Boardwalk Hall.
It's huge.
It's gonna be. Yeah.
And 50 people, and if it start, oh, and they start on time, y'all. Trust
Oh,
me when I say,
yeah.
I was walking in because the lines was out the door and security was taking forever to go through the metal detectors. Um, okay. I was like, I'm walking in, finally, here's Tank. I was like, hold up. I was like, y'all look, just this Tank. I was like, if I miss Tank, we're gonna have a
Wow.
problem. But
Wow.
start on time.
Yes. Yeah.
How many minutes do you guys have on the stage? Because 50 people, it ain't gonna be over till like 1, right? 1, 2
Nah,
o'clock in the
it's
morning.
not gonna go that late. But
50 people.
I believe each group is gonna they'll be able to at least do one record and maybe a little bit some extra.
Mm-hmm.
Um, our setup is well, we scheduled for one record,
Okay.
and but I kind of structured some other stuff that we've done as we coming out. So let's see how that works.
Okay.
All right.
Listen, I'm so excited. I can't wait. When the documentary is ready, we need to have all y'all come back on so
Mm-hmm.
we talk about it and make the special delivery announcement publicly.
Yep.
And then, like, maybe the day before it drops. So that way we were like, ooh, exclusive, exclusive, exclusive.
Yes.
But
So it's gonna happen.
yes,
That's,
so amazing. So amazing. Epic. Just epic. This event is going to be, seriously, this all stage. I just
wow.
love it. Like, just sitting here thinking about it before it happens. And then when it happens, everybody's going to just sit back and be like, yo,
Yeah.
it's like, and I can see all the old heads coming out, the OGs, everybody's coming out dressed sharp, the hats. I already see the pimp daddies coming. You already know. I'm going to be there. Like I said, after this, I'm going on my calendar to make sure nothing's going on because my middle one is about to graduate from high school.
Wow.
So the 24th. So I'm straight. So I was like, okay, I knew the 17th, but I got to make sure there's nothing else on for the 17th because if not, I'm there.
Wow.
Now, oh, somebody got a question. Hold on. Let's see what they say. Okay. Okay. So somebody said, ask Mike what other artists he worked with.
Oh, I work with a few artists. I did a lot of stuff with Raw Bass.
Mm,
Yeah. I did a lot of stuff with some new artists.
come on, say their names. Unless you signed a clause saying you can't, then I understand.
Well, no, most of the artists I can speak of. I did a lot of stuff with the Boogie Boys. Dow Stroman before he passed away. Yeah.
Do you have video of you guys working together?
I have tapes of our recordings.
Oh.
Yeah, we did a song called Where Have All the MCs Gone?
Is that being released? Or has that been released?
No, but we have the files of it.
But is it, are we gonna hear it?
Eventually.
Come on. You can't look at
Eventually.
you. You I see I'm gonna have to stay on you, Mike. You gonna
Actually,
drop a bombshell like that and we can't know when it's dropping.
and actually we did the recordings at my place, at my studio. Yes. We have all the MCs going. Actually, we might remake it because, you know, a lot of DJs and artists, MCs, a lot of people passed away, you know, so that could be a good outlet for that record. We have all the MCs going.
Yeah, it needs to be released. Seriously, it needs to be released because we have a whole lot passing just recently.
Yes, yes.
Now, you up to talk about the Poison Clan?
Poison Clan, yes, yes. Poison Clan was part of the Crash Crew. They were more like the security slash. They helped bring the equipment, you know. So they were part of our staff, you know. Poison Clan.
Oh,
Then you had the Force of the Five.
okay.
A lot of people don't know about the Force of the Five.
So tell them about it.
Force of the Five consists of 5 MCs of the group. In the beginning, it was Reggie Reg, Barry, Shu B, myself, and another guy. His name was Fly Guy
Okay.
Bank. So he was part of the Force of the Five. We departed from Mike and Dave at that point. This was back in 79-ish, 78. And we got back with Mike and Dave, and God didn't want to become a part of it anymore. So now here you have G-Man that came in with Disco Dave.
Mhm.
And then eventually we worked around it, and G-Man joined us as part of the Force of the Five, you know. And I remember when we used to go in the studio to record, especially like with on Sugar Hill, when we was on Sugar Hill. Nobody knew what lyrics you was gonna say in the studio, and we used to compete amongst ourselves who had the best rhymes. Um, at the end of the song, a lot of times I won, but nah, I ain't gonna say that. But a lot of guys came through. Um, for instance, on High Power Rap, our first record, I love the rhyme that Shu B had. And he said, I took the munch from Captain Crunch, taught Muhammad Ali the knockout punch, taught Leon Spinks to brush his teeth, told the Eminem's man's his chocolate too sweet. I helped General Motors build the cars, made rocket ships that could reach the stars. And now you know, and now you see why he goes by the name of MC Shu B. That was one of my favorite rhymes from the group. So I give it to Shu B on that.
Okay. Okay.
On Breaking Bells, Breaking
Now,
Bells.
where the EK come from?
EK comes from a lyrics that I used to rhyme. Um, it stands for Everybody Knows.
Mm.
So before you heard Everybody Hates Chris and all of that, it was always Everybody Knows Mike Cee, way before all that stuff was coming about.
Now we're gonna have to further now. What you mean everybody knows Mike? Look at you said. Look, the EK, what everybody knows.
Well,
How everybody knows. Come on. How that come about? I know.
well, like I said, it came from the lyrics that I wrote, which had because everybody knows girls, because everybody knows EK Mike Cee. Um, came from the rhyme that from the first record.
You sure about that?
Oh,
That's the story and you gonna stick to it, right? You like
stick to that.
story.
It came from that first. Came from that first record.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what the EK stands for. It stands for Everybody Knows.
Okay.
You know.
We gonna stick to that.
Yeah,
That look,
yeah,
look,
look, you hear more
that,
about it. You hear more about it in the documentary.
See, I told y'all there's more to the game.
Yeah.
He tried to keep it on the hush for that documentary. Look, that face and that little giggle is like, there's a whole lot more behind that story.
Yeah. But also back in the days, Mike Cee from the Fearless Four, you know, they're coming out of Manhattanville. So these two girls came up to me and it was like, yo, Mike, you know, there's another Mike Cee over in Manhattanville. You should put EK in front of your name. You know, that was Gina and Sherelle. They lived in Rip, you know. So I think about it.
Uh-huh.
I
See,
said,
some females involved here.
add a twist to it.
Yeah, because let me tell you, us females will give you a little nickname here and there, add on. And that's why more to this story on that EK. And then you giggling and your little smirk. I was like, there's a lot more behind that name.
Well, I was an angel back then. Pretty much.
Look.
Yeah. Yeah, I was one of those angels back then. That's everybody knows, because everybody know I'm a good guy.
I hear great things from you, from Anthony, about you. So trust me. I love to chop it up. Like Lincoln Projects, big bro.
Yeah, Lincoln Projects.
Well, I do thank you for taking the time out and speaking with us and letting us know a documentary is coming.
Yes.
50th hip hop biggest epic event ever.
Right.
It's going to be in Newark, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are a part of it.
No, it's in Atlantic City.
Newark. Oh, Atlantic City. I'm sorry. That's right. Atlantic City. My bad, y'all. My bad. And I was just there. How I forget.
Atlantic City Boardwalk Hall.
Yes. And it's huge inside. Huge.
Yeah.
And they get tickets on how they get tickets again?
Through Boardwalk Hall website.
Okay.
Yeah. It's easy to just Google it and then come up.
Oh, so we got a lot to look forward to. Y'all better get them tickets. And follow.
Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster as well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good. That's better.
Yeah. I
like Ticketmaster because it's I got an app. Bring in my app, type in what I'm looking, boom, 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 I'm good to go.
Okay.
Everything saved there. I ain't got to worry about, let me get my pocketbook, got to go get the car.
Wow.
In and out. But like, ooh, got my ticket. Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out to speak to us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course. And again, don't forget Wine Dance Day. I'll want to see you there.
I'll be there. Just give me the date.
Okay.
I'll make it happen.
Okay.
Definitely.
Good. To take pictures and everything. Anthony's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Bilal's going to be there. I don't know who else is going to be there yet. Oh, I do, but I can't spell the name, Jack.
You worse than me.
Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in. This interview will be on YouTube in a few days as well. It'll be uploaded and things, and then I'll let you know when it's on. We'll share. But yeah, I know there's some more. Yo, they got some more people going to be at Wine Dance Day, but I can't say nothing until Bilal and them say it first. Oh. You know. But it's good having some connects that tell you.
Wow.
Thank you again. No, thank you for contributing to hip hop. Thank you for still contributing to hip hop. And thank you for doing the documentary so the history could be, when we pass, it still can be seen.
Yes. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in that came through.
Yes. We'll be with the whole squad for the documentary release.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
From our to yours. Have a safe and wonderful weekend. Thank you for tuning in and have a great night.